What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. And tonight we're gonna be talking about Snowfall, season 3, episode 6. Now we're gonna hop right into it. If I miss anything, make sure you leave it down in the comment section below. Overall, this was a very solid episode. We begin this episode off with Melanie. She's having a little bit of an argument with her father because he wants her to go to school. He wants to get up out of there right now. And of course, she doesn't want to leave right now. And he tells her, like, well, if you're not with the program, I can go ahead and stop the money. And you can just say, forget it, forget everything pretty much. And Melanie is not, she's not going. You know what I'm saying? She's like, all right, you can stop the money. I don't really care. I don't have to go. And Andre looking like, oh, okay. You can tell Melanie, she don't know what the hell she wants to do at the end of the day. She wants to be around her friends so bad. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, Melanie, you got your ass beat. You don't need to be going out doing anything. I'll get the hell up out of there. But she wants to stay and just kick it and have fun with her friends. And she wants to go on her terms, not her dad terms at all. So you already know it's going to be a difficult issue with her dealing with this. Now, Alton, he explains to Franklin, like, look, you cannot trust Teddy. He works for the government. You need to keep your eyes on him. He's very underestimated, and you will never know when he's going to come. He tells him about a story about Jack, a former Black Panthers member, and how the FBI pretty much set him up to die, and once they was done with him, and pretty much he's telling him that Teddy would do the same thing to you. So you need to watch your back because you cannot trust him. Now Franklin heads over to Avi because Avi, he's taking all day with the payment. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he can pay Franklin whenever he gets the money, and he's taking all day. Franklin goes over there strapped up with Leon and the crew, and they check him. You know what I'm saying? They check Avi, pretty much tell him like, look, we need the money and we need it now. And actually Franklin was like, look, I'll work with you. You know what? Just tell me all the information you know on Teddy. So Avi's going to agree to give him the information on Teddy. By doing this, it's going to give him more time to pay Franklin. And that's pretty much like his payment. He's giving him information on Teddy because Franklin wants to know who Teddy is and who he works for. Now, speaking of Teddy, they at the club kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Julia kicking it. And he gets his connected club. You know what I'm saying? Dude is trying to smash Julia. Like, he's like, look, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, get with me, and let's get together pretty much. That doesn't happen. Julia ends up smashing Teddy later on that night. But how long would this last? You know what I'm saying? Teddy, he's trusting her more and more each episode. We all know that Julia has her own agenda, and at any given moment, she can flip on Teddy. And Julia's people, man, they asking her, like, look, we know who Teddy is. We don't know where he's at. You know what I'm saying? They asking her, like, do you know who Teddy is? Do you know who Reed is? Asking her all these questions. They're asking her about Lorena because he thinks Lorena is dead, which is true. But she wants to find out herself. She wants to know the truth herself. So we can expect her from the jump to go question and ask Teddy about this. She's going to do it. She wants to get that information, and we're going to see if she's going to actually flip on him. Now, Melody, she's talking to her best friend, and her best friend is pretty much telling her, like, look, I will trade places with you right now. Like, you got everything. Your dad's paying for your school. You ain't got to worry about sitting here getting a low-paying job and everything like that. You can go off to school and have a good old time in a new place. And she tells Melody, like, look, man, you need to go ahead and just do what your dad said and get the hell up out of here. Ain't no use to sitting around here, which is very true. But you can tell in this episode, it wasn't going to just be like that. Melody deep down inside wants to go to school. You wanted it to be good for her, but you just got that feeling. I got that feeling that it wasn't going to be good. Now, Franklin, he does the smart thing, but then again, did he really do the smart thing? You guys let me know. He goes out, he has a meal with your boy Teddy, and he's playing it real smart with his words. But Teddy is not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Teddy knows that Franklin is wondering just what the hell he's up to. Who is he working for? And the way Teddy was looking at him was like, man, he's starting to pick a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to get a little too confident about some of his questions. Teddy knows that Franklin is getting a little bit cocky. Franklin, be smart. You know what I'm saying? Do not allow Teddy to know that you know what he's doing and what he's up to. Because if you do that, as you can see in this episode, Teddy is probably plotting and planning right now on Franklin, but we gonna see. Now Franklin, he goes to Jerome, and this scene right here, Jerome was like, you can just tell from his facial expression he didn't want this shit to happen. But Franklin telling him like, look, we need to, you know what I'm saying, stash some of the work up at your business at Jam and Jerome's temporarily while Officer Wright is out of town. Jerome don't really want to do it, but of course he's going to agree to it just for now. But you can tell he's like, man, I'm not trying to have none of that legal shit popping off at my business because I don't want them coming up here searching. And if they search, my black ass is going to go down for it. And that's very understandable by Jerome. That could happen at any given time. Now, Gustavo, he's trying to get his whole operation together. He's getting everything down packed. Now, he having issues, man, because his people, you know, they want to move. They want to move to Cali, but they getting threatened. You know what I'm saying? They getting threatened by a guy, and this guy is just pretty much saying he's going to kill them. You know what I'm saying? He's going to kill them if they move. And Gustavo was like, okay, let me know where he lives. So Gustavo is probably going to take this guy out that's threatening his people because he's trying to have his operation to run successfully, and he don't need any type of negative energies and people coming in causing issues. It's just not going to happen. So Gustavo is not playing any games at all. Now we see your boy Franklin. He says, you know what? Let me go do my own research. So he goes, he's reading books, he's going back getting articles, he's searching, man. This dude is searching, he's trying to find out what happened to Jack. He's also reading a lot about the government and stuff that was happening back in the day of the Black Panthers. And he finds the information about Jack. Come to find out, Jack was killed with a single bullet to the head. It was not a shootout like Franklin was thinking. He thought it was a big bloodbath shootout, but it wasn't. So he's going to take this information, and of course he's going to go back and tell his family about it. Now Julia, of course, she goes back and she's talking to Teddy, and she brings up Lorena. She's like, look, who was Lorena? What happened to her? And of course, Teddy, knowing Teddy because he's, you know, I want to say trustworthy towards Julia, he tells her, you know what I'm saying? He's gone ahead, yep, she's dead. You know, we made a mistake. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, to be honest with you guys, I don't really care if Teddy get caught by Julia. That's his fault. If he gets caught up with her, that's on him. He should be smarter than that. 9 times out of 10, she may flip on his ass, but that's on him. Now, your girl Melody, she tells her father, like, okay, I'll go on this little road trip. As long as we hit the cities that I want to hit to for 3 weeks, and as long as you let me go out tonight to have a last little goodbye with my friends. And of course, Andre agrees with it. He's just happy that Melody is on this game plan on leaving. This was a mistake. I knew it was a mistake. I mean, you just got your ass beaten. You want to go out? You want to really go out? You thirsty to go out? Like, really? Stay your ass at home. Like, why do she want to go out so bad? You know what I'm saying? You all beat up looking and you still want to go out. I just knew that shit wasn't going to end right. Now, of course, your boy Franklin, he talks to Avi. Now, Avi has this information. He gives him information on Teddy. And yes, Teddy does work for the CIA. And also, he tells Franklin about Teddy's brother, Matt, who was his pilot, and that Matt is connected, but, you know, he doesn't know a whole lot, but he does know that Matt has to be Teddy's brother for sure. Franklin goes back to his mom, and his pops tells them the information about this, that Teddy works for the CIA. His dad pretty much is like, okay, I told you he can't be trusted. And he told his dad, like, look, I looked up the information about Jack. He got shot by a single bullet in the head. I thought it was a shootout. Like, what really happened to Jack? You know what I'm saying? You said the FBI. So his dad explains to him, the FBI, they put out the information on Jack, working with them, being a snitch. Once they did that, everyone was pissed off. The Black Panthers was pissed off, so they wanted him out. They wanted him to suffer. So instead of making him suffer slowly, Your boy, all in the he decided to do it himself. He just shot him straight in the head. He killed Jack. Um, and it was something that I don't think he really likes that he had to do. But Franklin said, I understand. It's something that you had to do. You know what I'm saying? This is something that he has to live with, knowing that he had to kill someone so close to him. And he knows firsthand with the FBI, the government, he knows what they're capable of. And that's why he's trying to explain to Franklin to not to trust Teddy, that he's dangerous. It's just that simple. Listen to your father, man. Now, chicken, greasy lips, big nose, I want to follow Franklin, stalking having ass Andre Wright. He decides to stalk Franklin. He's like, oh, okay. I seen, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? He get pulled over. He gets his ass pulled over by his own people. He thinks it's all cool. Look, he's tried to explain over and over that he's an officer. He was giving him his badge number. Look, dude, they ain't trying to hear all that. You ain't nothing, bruh. You ain't nothing but another nigga on the street to them right now. You're nothing. And he pays for it, know what I'm saying? They put him on the ground, had the boy feeling like Rodney King out there for a little bit. But it did not end well. Trying to follow Franklin did not end well for Andre Wright this episode. And I know he was upset about this. Now, Melody, she goes to the party. And she's kind of, Melody she's a little fast. You know what I'm saying? She meets up with the guy there. You know what I'm saying? They end up dancing. He all up in her ear. You know what I'm saying? He kissing all up on her. Getting her all ready and hot. Next thing we know, they slide to the back because they trying to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to have a little session together, and they end up seeing a guy smoking that shit. Yes. And the dude was like, look, that dude high as hell. I wonder what he on. Let's try it. Melody was like, look, nah, I'm cool. Let's just do a little bit of weed. And dude was like, look, you about to leave. Come on, let's just do it once. We'll do it together. So they end up doing it together. Melody has decided to smoke it, y'all. And I've been saying it. This has been my prediction from the very beginning. As you know, I already said this. She was going to do the crack. And she did it. And once she hit that shit, she transformed. And you see her eyes. That shit had her high as a kite. She was like, wow. And we talking about this girl supposed to be leaving to go to college in 3 days. Boy, she ain't going nowhere. She'll be back. She will be back. And that's that prediction, as I stated from you guys. Melody will be a crackhead, and they are saying, I'm gonna make a separate video about Melody once again. Crack Chronicles Part 3 is coming soon, but we're gonna talk more about Melody's ass because I got some predictions from you guys, and we're gonna talk about it. But overall, man, I was very pleased with the episode. It was a more of an information type of episode than an action type of episode. And that's what I like about Snowfall. They give you a lot of knowledge of different things. Melody, I feel sorry for her. I wonder what Franklin's going to think when he sees the outcome of this. He will see it because he was talking about Melody, and regardless of what happened, he still cares for her a little bit. So we're going to see. But overall, man, you guys let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. It was solid. I can't wait on the next one. And I will talk about some of these storylines. So be looking out for them. But it's your boy, Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.